Welcome to BFDI Reunion. I've made my own custom squishy cherries and squashy grapes because I think that'll change things up a bit more. But before we begin, I'd like to mention something. I've been receiving a number of comments, both during the lives and afterwards, talking about how I don't keep the relationships the same. Like how, let's say, for example, we've got Match and Pencil. I would have them. This is an extreme example, but I would make them not work together when obviously they're going to work together in the show, right? And the reason I do that sometimes is, one, I can't be expected to remember every single relationship that every single character has with every single other character. That's just unrealistic, and I'm gonna forget sometimes when I'm trying to juggle 20 different people at once, right? That's the first one. And the second one is, Jack and Jellyfy does that all the time! Jack and Jellyfy changes the relationships all the time, so why aren't I allowed to, right? If they do it in the real show, I'm allowed to do it in the fake show. Anyway, let's spin to decide which team is gonna go home first. And I don't want any more of those comments. That came across more aggressive than I wanted it to. I'd like you to not make those comments anymore because So the squashy grapes lost. Okay, alliances. Match, Pencil, Bubble. The Alliance, right? Easy peasy. Eraser, Teardrop, because I think after Teapot, they're gonna get along now. Why not? Also, on Eraser's team will be Snowball. Boom, boom, boom. And Pen will be in there too. They're not happy that Blocky's on the other team, but what are they gonna do about it? So, I think these three might kind of be on their own for the first little while. And let's think. I think these two alliances are obviously gonna go after each other. That's just logic, right? Because there's two big alliances. And so they're gonna want to weaken the other ones. And so I think these three would vote for Snowball, because he just doesn't get along well, and these four would vote for Match. So that's 3 votes Snowball, 4 votes Match. Flower would vote for Snowball. Ice Cube would probably vote for Pencil, and then Woody would probably vote for Snowball. So that's 5 votes Snowball, 4 votes Match, 1 vote Pencil. Snowball is eliminated. Spin the wheel. This time the squishy cherries lose. And on the squishy cherries we're gonna have Pin and Coiny. We're going to have Fiery and Leafy because they're friends again. We're going to have Tennis Ball and Golf Ball. We're going to have Rocky and Spongy because they had a thing going on. Kind of in that, in the later phases of BFDI originally. They haven't really interacted since, but I think that would still be there. And then Blocky and Needle are also there. And I think people would immediately be thinking weak links because everyone in this team is pretty alright. Except, I think people would see Rocky as a bit of a weak link, and I don't think he's going to survive very long. I think it would be a toss-up between Rocky and Spongy, but I want to do something with Spongy, so Rocky can go. Episode 3. The Squishy Cherries lose again. Deja vu. And I think this time, Blocky would go up and be like, Spongy, I think we should work together. Let's bring Needle in as well. Be an alliance of 3, the biggest alliance. Spongy would be like, alright. I say we go for that bossy brain, bossy bot golf ball. So that's 3 votes golf ball. These guys would be like, okay, well, that's rude. And they wouldn't go for Blocky. They'd go for Spongy because they'd see Spongy as being weaker. I think these four would be pretty cool working together. Because Coiny and Fiery are kind of chill, and Leafy and Pin are kind of chill. So maybe these four would become a big alliance of 4. And they're gonna go... I think they're gonna target... I don't know. Maybe Blocky? We'll say Blocky or Spongy, just you know. Maybe they'll spin a wheel between Blocky and Spongy on who they're gonna go for. Nah, I changed my mind. They're voting off Spongy. I don't think it's really a question. Episode 4, the team that loses this round. Might be the Squishy Cherries for the 3rd time. Well, yep. This is just like the real BFDI. Now, this time, I think they're gonna be cool with Golf Ball and Tennis Ball, and they're probably gonna go for Needle or Blocky next. We'll say Blocky, because, I don't know. I just feel like they would. Episode 5, the team that loses this round is finally the Squashy Grapes again. And the Squashy Grape going home, I don't think it's much of a question. It's almost certainly gonna be Woody. It's now the final 15. Oh snap. But we're not gonna do anything yet. We're gonna spin the wheel one more time. And the Squishy Cherries lose again. Oh my god. And it's not that tricky of a decision. They're voting off Needle. They could go for Golf Ball or Tennis Ball, but I think they would just, you know, they're close. They're chill with these two, so. And not to say they're not chill with Needle. Well, okay, I'm gonna change it. I think Tennis Ball is fine. They're gonna keep Tennis Ball around, but there's gonna be a disagreement between Coiny and Pin and Fiery and Leafy for whether they vote off Needle or Golf Ball. They're gonna disagree because, you know, they're kind of friends. And so because of that, they decide, let's just draw straws. And they end up going for Needle anyway. They see it as the more strategical decision, don't want to get Tennis Ball on their bad side. You know, they vote off Needle. And now it's time for a rejoin. Now, I don't think Needle's gonna rejoin because she just got out. I don't think Spongy's gonna rejoin. I don't think Woody's gonna rejoin. I don't think Rocky's gonna rejoin. I think the rejoiner will be either Blocky or Snowball. I think probably I'm leaning Snowball just because he got eliminated earlier. Yeah, so Snowball will come back into the game onto the Squashy Grapes. That's episode 7. Wait, actually, I'll spin for which team Snowball will join. Well, looks like Snowball's gonna join the Squishy Cherries, which probably doesn't put him in the best position. But, you know, it doesn't matter, because we're adding another name. And Snowball's gonna be the captain. Snowball gets to pick the 4 members he wants on his team, as long as one of them is from the Squishy Cherries and 3 of them are from the Squashy Grapes. And so he picks Eraser, Pen, Bubble, for a reason I'll explain later, and Fiery. So now these are the teams. Let me make another name Blue, because another name is Blue. And add another name. Now this is going to be same rules as last time. I'll spin it once, and whoever it lands on, that person loses, and whoever it's the furthest away from, that's the team that it goes on to, if that makes sense. That way I can keep track of the episodes. So episode 8, Squishy Cherries lose, and it's the furthest away from the Squashy Grapes, so the Squashy Grapes will get that member. Now, I think the Squishy Cherries, they're gonna bite the bullet here. They might lose Tennis Ball's favor, but it doesn't matter. They don't have to deal with him next time. Or maybe they'd strategically move someone to another team. Who knows? But I think these two... Oh yeah. Tennis Ball and Golf Ball are going to vote for Coiny, and then Coiny, Pin, and Leafy are going to vote for Golf Ball. Which sends... I'll make this little bit for Limbo. So, yeah, the Squashy Grapes get to choose between Golf Ball and Coiny. Match is probably gonna pick Coiny. Pencil pick Coiny. Match picks Coiny. Teardrop picks Golf Ball. Flower picks Golf Ball, and Ice Cube is also gonna pick Golf Ball to spite Pencil and Match. So Golf Ball joins this team, and Coiny is eliminated. Episode 9, we spin, and we see what happens. This time, the Squashy Grapes lose, and they're the furthest away from another name, so another name gets one of their members. So, let's think. These guys are gonna go for Ice Cube. Ice Cube's gonna go for Pencil. So that's 2 votes Ice Cube, 1 vote Pencil. I think Teardrop is gonna vote for Pencil also. Flower might vote for... I'm gonna have to say Ice Cube just to keep things even. Golf Ball's gonna vote for Pencil. So that's Pencil and Ice Cube going to Limbo. Another name gets to pick. Snowball picks Pencil because she has arms. Eraser picks Pencil to go along with Snowball. They all pick... I think they're all gonna pick Pencil. So Pencil joins the team and Ice Cube is eliminated. Because they all have reason to pick Pencil onto their team. Yeah. Episode 10. How many people are out? 7, okay. The Squishy Cherries lose, they're the furthest away from the Squashy Grapes. Meaning that's how it goes like this again. Now, these two vote for Tennis Ball, and Tennis Ball votes for Pin. That was a strategic move on Tennis Ball's part. Match picks Tennis Ball. Pin, Tennis Ball, Tennis Ball. They bring Tennis Ball onto their team. Pin's eliminated. Now, Leafy's worried because she's on her own, but she should know by now that it's merge time. So congratulations to Match, Teardrop, Flower, Golf Ball, Tennis Ball, Snowball, Eraser, Pen, Bubble, Fiery, Pencil, and Leafy for making it to the merge. I'm going to spin the wheel, episode 11. Whoever it lands on, that person wins immunity and cannot be voted out. I'm doing it differently because I just felt like it. I know in the original they do like the bottom third are up for elimination, but that would take so many spins, I can't be bothered. Fiery is safe, and Fiery needs some allies, because Fiery did not have any. Fiery brings Tennis Ball and Golf Ball over, just as a backup, almost. And I think they're not going to be allies, but they'll be friends-ish. With Eraser, Snowball, and Pen. Of course, there's going to be Match, Pencil, Bubble. We'll have Teardrop and Leafy be friends as well, right not? And then there's also Flower. And I don't think it's a surprise to anyone. Now, Flower doesn't behave the same way that she did in the original. But I think Actually, I'll have her be friends with Leafy, but not that it's gonna matter. Flower's out anyway. Now where is she? There is she. There she is. Okay, episode 12. We spin. We see who wins. So golf ball wins immunity. Now this is when the strategy needs to start happening. Golf ball, tennis ball, fiery. They're cool. I just realized I didn't do that episode where they had the groups of 3. But I don't care, also. It's too late to go back now. Now they're gonna be thinking strategy. These guys are probably gonna be targeting the Alliance. These guys are also probably gonna be targeting the Alliance, which doesn't bode well for the Alliance, but I think these guys are gonna go for match, and these guys are gonna go for pencil. These guys are probably gonna go for snowball, so that's 3 votes match, 3 votes pencil, 3 votes snowball. And then Teardrop and Leafy, they're gonna vote for fiery, and the reason is because Teardrop is fiery's opposite. And now Leafy is a bit apprehensive, but realizes that most likely fiery isn't gonna go home, and so is okay with it to, you know, show this alliance that they're not actually in control, right? So we've got pencil, match, snowball. Whoever it lands on, that person's eliminated and can never come back unless they do. And it lands on snowball, meaning the alliance stays for another day. Snowball goes home for the second time, and we now have the final 10. But as you know, in the final 10, this is when the rejoin happened. So let's put the 10 eliminate... And this one was a challenge, so it's going to be a challenge again. Let's put the 10 eliminated contestants in. And whoever it lands on, that person's eliminated. Oh, I mean that person comes back. Whoops, not eliminated. I'm a fool or something. And Blocky returns to the game. Congratulations, Blocky, you're back. Which is good for this dude's alliance. They've been needing a new ally since Snowball left. That was episode 13. Let me just spin. This spin won't matter. I'm just trying to keep track. Okay, eraser. Nerd. Now we're spinning episode 14 for immunity. So, golf ball again? Golf ball wins immunity for the second time in a row. Now, these guys are like, okay, we should probably get one of them out. But Leafy says, not fiery this time. And Teardrop's like, fine. Teardrop can talk now. How about, maybe she's a sign languaging it. How about tennis ball? And Leafy's like, sure. And these guys go for... These guys decide, you know what, if we want to stay in the game, we have to work with the dudes temporarily. Golf ball says, fiery, because you were the closest with them. Talk to them. Fairy says, hey, Pen and Eraser and Blocky, we were planning on voting for a match. Are you guys cool with that? And Pen's like, sure. Yeah. Cool. And so they all vote for match, and match is eliminated. Who did I keep in by accident? Snowball. Let me get rid of Snowball and replace him with Blocky. Okay, let's spin it. Episode 15, the person who wins immunity is going to be Leafy this time. So Leafy goes over, brings Teardrop up with her, and Leafy says, alright, I think it's time we have to work with the Alliance if we want any shot of winning. And so Leafy goes up and says, Pencil, Bubble, we want to work with you. we didn't vote for match. We want to get rid of someone on the dudes alliance. And they're like, I'm down. So they go up. And this alliance was just for that episode. They didn't think, they think they're powerful enough on their own now. These guys say, how about we vote for Teardrop? And Fire's like, sure. Golf was like, that sounds like a good plan. So they vote for Teardrop. That's 3 votes Teardrop. These guys vote for Pencil. But then these 4 all vote for Eraser, and he's eliminated. And they're like, oh my god, I was not wait. Oh my god, I was not... Wait. Whatever. They weren't expecting that. They could have gone for Blocky, but Blocky rejoined, recently, so I decided to keep him in. Episode 16, the person who wins immunity into the final 8 is my boy Tennis Ball! So Tennis Ball wins immunity, brings Golf Ball and Fiery with them, and they're like, alright, well, we can't... It looks like those girls are working together. We should try to get rid of them before the final 7 so that they can't hold the majority against us. And Tennis Ball's like, that sounds like a good plan to me. Who should we go for? Leafy seems to be the front runner. I don't want to vote out Leafy. Alright, then Teardrop then. And they're like, alright. And they vote for Teardrop again. And these guys, they're like, hold on. I'll talk to Fiery. Fiery, who did you vote for? Teardrop. Alright. Teardrop. Alright. So they vote for Teardrop, and Teardrop's eliminated. Final 8, episode 17. The winner of immunity is Golf Ball again! Sure. Leafy goes up to Fiery and is like, Fiery, we should work together. I'll keep you around. And Fire's like, come on, Fiery. Well, I kind of want to stick with Tennis Ball. Come on. Fine. Who are we voting for? Tennis Ball. Alright. So that's 4 votes for Tennis Ball, which is probably enough to send Tennis Ball home. Probably. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Whoever he's in a tiebreaker with, he loses to. Tennis Ball's eliminated, 8th place. Yeah, I bet you thought I was gonna make Tennis Ball win again. No! 1 winner! He can win 1 time! Episode 18, the winner of immunity is Blocky. So Blocky goes up. Golf Ball's like, Fiery, did you vote for Tennis Ball? No. Oh my god, you totally voted for Tennis Ball. I'm so gonna get you eliminated. Oh no, I got eliminated. That's crazy. How'd that happen? What do we think of this final 6? Blocky, Pen, Fiery, Leafy, Pencil, Bubble. I noticed these 3 are still here. Whoops. Not intentional, just how the cookie crumbles. Episode 19. The winner of immunity is Fiery. There was supposed to be a debut at some point around here, I think. We're not doing that. That doesn't happen this season. Actually, you know what? It does. Why not? Hey, David. You're here. Oh no. That's crazy. What happened? Episode 20. Leafy wins immunity. So Leafy and Fiery goes up and says, Leafy, the Alliance doesn't want to stick with you. They want to get rid of you. They're not going to bring you to the end. And Leafy says, I'm pretty sure they'll bring me to the end, but do you think you can win against them? Alright, so you're saying we should turn on them? I'm saying we shouldn't turn on them. Okay. I'll vote for Pen then. No, whatever. So Leafy votes for Pen, and Fiery votes for Pen, and Pencil votes for Pen, and Bubble votes for Pen, and Blocky votes for Pen, and Pen's like, Blocky, why'd you vote for me? And Blocky was like, peer pressure, and Pen's eliminated. It's time for the final rejoin of the season. And this time I'm gonna decide. And it's gonna be... Needle. Because I thought that was the most forced elimination. And people are gonna be mad if I don't bring her back. I mean, people are gonna be mad no matter what I do. I got Fiery and Leafy and Bubble in the final 6 again. Oh, God. That can never turn out great for you. Okay, but anyway. Needle is back. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Episode 21, the person who wins... episode 22, technically. Whatever, I don't care. The person who wins immunity is Le Pencil. And Pencil goes up to Leafy and is like, I'm glad you didn't betray me. I totally thought you were gonna betray me there. Anyway, we're gonna be voting... We're gonna vote for you now because Needle's back, right? So... Oh, man. So that's... And then... goes up to Needle and is like, Needle, vote with me. And Needle's like, for who? Leafy? Oh, yeah, sure. Totally. And Needle votes for Pencil, and Leafy votes for Pencil, and Fiery votes for Pencil, and Blocky votes for Pencil, and Pencil's eliminated. Episode 23. The winner of immunity is Blocky. So Blocky wins immunity, and he's like, yo, Fiery, get over here. Yeah? We're the only dudes left. We gotta stick together. Yeah, sure, whatever. I say we vote off the Bubble. Yeah, sure, whatever. So that's 2 votes for Bubble, and then Leafy, and then Leafy goes up to Fiery and he's like, Fiery, who'd you vote for? Bubble. And Leafy's like, oh my god, Fiery. Even after you two were in the finale together with me there also? Yeah. Oh, okay, fair enough. And Bubble's eliminated. See, I'm not just gonna do the finale again. I'm gonna do most of the finale again. Episode 23, the winner of immunity is Needy. Needle goes up and is like, okay, nerds, listen up. You're gonna vote the way I tell you. And Leafy's like, whoa, Needle, what's gotten into you? Why are you suddenly, like, evil? She's like, I felt the taste of power for once in my life. I got voted out like 5th. I'm not letting that happen again. Whoa. Okay, Leafy, you vote for Fiery. Fiery, you vote for Blocky. Blocky, you vote for Leafy. Sure. I'll decide who goes home. And so, Blocky votes for Leafy. Fiery votes for Blocky. And Leafy votes for Blocky because no way she's gonna listen to Needle. And Needle voted for Fiery, so Blocky's out, 2 to 1 to 1. Yeah. So, how'd that plan work out for you, Needle? Not great, if I'm being honest. And now it's the final, because it's a final 3. It's the finale. So let me pull up my notepad and write down Needle and Leafy and Fiery. Now, Rocky would vote for Leafy, sure. Spongy would vote for Leafy. Woody would vote for Leafy. Coiny would vote for Fiery, or maybe Needle, but I'm gonna say Fiery. Ice Cube would vote for Needle. Pin would vote for Leafy. Flower would vote for Leafy. Snowball will vote for Fiery. Match will vote for Fiery. Eraser will vote for Fiery. Teardrop would vote for Needle. Tennis Ball would vote for Fiery. Golf Ball would vote for Fiery. David would vote for Needle. Pen would vote for... Needle, why not? Pencil would vote for Needle. Bubble would vote for Needle. And Blocky's gonna vote for Fiery, just so I can make it a tie. Who do you think would win, Needle, Leafy, or Fiery? Out of these three, who wins? I say Fiery, but he did already win, so maybe I say Leafy. But even that would also be kind of basic, so maybe I say Needle. I don't know. Who do you want? Needle, Fiery, Leafy. This is my order. Because Fiery has to win, Leafy has to get second, and the other one has to get third. That's the rule. That's how it always goes. That's how it's gone every season, including BFB and BFDIA and Teapot and BFDI and idfb and Teapot and Inanimate Insanity and Inanimate Insanity Season 2 and Evil Leafy, Evil Leafy, Evil Leafy.